If you're fascinated by the real, untold survival tactics of soldiers during World War II, this guide will take you behind the scenes of what most history books never mention. Before we dive in, make sure to subscribe to my channel and leave a comment below sharing which item you found most surprising. This is going to change the way you look at wartime survival forever. For every history enthusiast or survivalist, understanding the ingenuity and quiet resilience of soldiers is more than curiosity. It's a blueprint for resourcefulness. During World War II, the gear issued to soldiers is well documented. Rifles, ration packs, helmets, and standard survival kits. What is rarely discussed are the clandestine, often improvised items that soldiers kept hidden in their packs or pockets. Tools that sometimes determined whether they lived or died. These items were never included in official inventories because they weren't standard issue, and yet their impact on survival in harsh conditions was profound. Soldiers carried small, multi-purpose knives that were never mentioned in manuals. While bayonets and combat knives were part of standard issue, many soldiers secretly carried smaller knives, often carved or purchased privately. These knives were not just for combat. They served as essential tools for preparing food, cutting bandages, and even fashioning makeshift shelters. A soldier in the European theatre, for instance, could use a small folding knife to carve snow blocks into temporary shelters during winter campaigns, a skill learned from necessity rather than instruction. In practical terms, having a versatile blade meant soldiers could improvise survival tasks that the army never taught them, from opening canned rations without a can opener to repairing torn clothing in freezing conditions. Hand-cranked flashlights were a hidden lifeline during night operations. Unlike the bulky electric torches, soldiers often kept compact hand-cranked flashlights that required no batteries. These became invaluable during long night marches, signalling allies or navigating enemy-occupied terrain silently. A soldier could use one to silently read maps or inspect equipment without revealing his position. For modern survivalists, the lesson is clear. Low-power, mechanically simple lighting devices are often more reliable than battery-dependent ones in extended emergencies. Soap and improvised cleaning agents, well, they kept infections at bay. Personal hygiene might not seem dramatic in combat, but soldiers quickly learned that minor infections could become deadly. Many kept small portions of soap, iodine, or even improvised cleaning agents tucked away in their kits. They used these not just for washing, but for disinfecting wounds, utensils, and even clothing. For instance, a soldier in North Africa could dip his bandages into a diluted iodine solution to prevent infection after a skirmish in desert conditions, turning what seemed like a minor detail into a life-saving ritual. Coded notebooks held survival instructions and secret notes. Official manuals didn't cover everything, and soldiers often created tiny notebooks with coded information. Everything from edible plants in occupied territories to escape routes. These were hidden in pockets or sewn into linings, often overlooked by officers. A soldier trapped behind enemy lines could consult these notes to identify wild herbs suitable for making tea or to locate freshwater sources. For contemporary enthusiasts, this demonstrates the importance of keeping compact, discrete survival references that are customized for specific environments. Chewing gum and other small consumables offered more than comfort. Chewing gum was rarely issued, but some soldiers carried it for morale. What they didn't say was that gum also helped with dry throats, stress management, and even minor digestive issues during long marches. Similarly, small candies or chocolate bars served as concentrated energy sources, often saved for moments of extreme fatigue. Applied today, carrying small, high-calorie items that double as morale boosters can be a practical addition to any survival pack. String, wire, and other seemingly insignificant items were, well, absolutely essential for improvisation. Survival often relied on creating solutions from whatever was available. Soldiers carried extra string, wire, or twine, often cleverly hidden in the linings of their uniforms. These humble materials were used to repair equipment, set traps, hang tarps, or even, fashion fishing lines. A soldier stranded near a river could use wire to create a simple fish trap, ensuring a source of protein when rations ran out. The key takeaway for modern survivalists is that lightweight multipurpose materials can multiply your options dramatically in unexpected situations. Small flasks or concealed bottles helped with hydration and, quite frankly, morale. Hydration was critical, yet soldiers sometimes went beyond standard canteens, carrying tiny concealed flasks or bottles filled with water alcohol for sterilization or medicinal tinctures. These could be life-saving in extreme conditions. Water sources weren't always reliable, and alcohol could serve as both disinfectant and morale booster. For practical application, carrying a compact, concealed hydration method or medicinal liquid can provide a critical edge in survival scenarios. Understanding these 7 items reveals that Second World War soldiers survived not just because of official supplies, but because of creativity, foresight, and adaptation. These items were never glorified, yet they often made the difference between life and death. Applying this knowledge today, whether in historical reenactments, survival exercises, or the study of wartime ingenuity, allows us to appreciate the depth of soldierly resourcefulness and equips modern enthusiasts with timeless strategies. If you found this guide illuminating, don't forget to subscribe to my channel for more deep dives into hidden wartime tactics. Comment below and share which item you would include in your survival kit today. Share this video with fellow history buffs and survival enthusiasts. It's the kind of information that never grows old and continues to teach us about resilience under pressure.